Hey guys, World Wandering Chef here. Today we're going to go to Canada to do my take on their signature dish, Poutine. Now poutine is essentially three things: French fries covered in gravy and cheese curds. If that doesn't sound good to you, you should stop watching. Now poutine got its start with people either fur trapping or living on the frontier in Canada who needed a lot of calories, inexpensive, with things that they had on hand. Nowadays in Canada, it's something that you can get for cheap. You can get a big bowl for $5 at 1 in the morning after you've been at the pub. Or I know I've heard of high-end versions that are covered with lobster, caviar, and truffle-infused gravy. We're definitely not doing the high-end version today, but I am making the Whole30 version, which means sweet potato fries, almond flour for the gravy as a thickener, and dare I say it, instead of cheese curds, we're going to get our fat from avocado and a dairy-free sour cream. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy it. Apologies to all the Canadians if this offends the way I've done your dish. And hope everybody tries it out, likes it. Remember to subscribe to us and follow World Wandering Chef on Instagram. Thanks a lot. Let's get started.
Alright, so first you make your broth or stock in a stock pot. Again, you can skip this if you're using store-bought, but here I'm cooking the bones from my pulled pork shoulder recipe, and some of the best stock simmer for hours. But you can start to have a homemade flavorful stock in as little as 20 minutes when you do a high boil. Next, in a saucepan while your stock is going, start to heat up some meat. Again, I'm using more of the leftover pork shoulder. It's already cooked, so I'm just trying to cook out some of the fat and the flavor out. But again, use whatever meat you have, whatever meat you want to use. I also add some leftover fat from the pork shoulder recipe. Remember, poutine is a high-calorie dish, and it's delicious. Once all this starts getting hot, add some almond flour. I think regular flour works better if you're not worried about the Whole30 diet, but we're going to stick to almond flour here, and stir or whisk it in until it turns light brown. Then add your broth gradually, making sure to whisk it a ton. You don't want it to be lumpy or clumpy. And then you want to from there gradually add flour and broth, keeping the whisking frequent, and then just keep doing that bit by bit until you've got the consistency you want. Remember, once you take your gravy off the heat, it's going to get a little thicker. Now, in a separate frying pan on another burner, heat up more pork fat, surprise, or whatever kind of fat or high smoke point oil you want to use, and fry up those potatoes. Remember to keep them well spaced so that they fry crispy. If they're too close, you'll end up with steamed, soft potatoes. They won't taste terrible, but they just won't be the best. Finally, scoop them out when they're done, let them drain on a paper towel for a few minutes, and now it's dinner time. Put your fries, gravy, avocado, non-dairy sour cream, and whatever herbs and seasonings you want all together. Thanks again for tuning in. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and follow World Wandering Chef on Instagram if you like what you see. Thanks.